What's up, everybody? My name is Speqtor, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Mondays with Speqtor, where we take a Pokemon that didn't get a Mega Evolution and give it a Mega Evolution. Hashtag still haven't come up with a better intro than that. Today we're going to take a look at a Pokemon that has been heavily requested by you guys, Lapras. If you're excited for today's episode, be sure to leave a like, and without further ado, let's get started. Lapras is an Ice-Water type Pokemon from Generation 1. It's number 131 in the National Dex and is the only Pokemon in its evolution line. Lapras is based on the Loch Ness Monster, and its body shape and reputation of carrying travelers on its back alludes to its basis of Viking ships. Lapras' base stats are as follows. HP is 130, Attack is 85, Defense 80, Special Attack 85, Special Defense 95, and Speed 60. Lapras falls into the NU tier. The most common competitive set for Lapras is a modest or quiet Water Absorb Assault Vest set with Hydro Pump, Freeze Dry, Thunderbolt, and either Ice Shard or Surf. Lapras' Water Absorb ability makes it a good switch-in when predicting a Water-type move, then utilizing its Special Defense to wall special moves and dish back special attacks with its considerable Special Attack stat. With all that out of the way, let's move on to the Mega. Lapras on its own looks gentle and docile, so I personally think that a slightly more intimidating appearance, while not straying too far from Lapras' docility, would be a great idea. This design by Dart19 is the best design that I could find. The spikes on its shell project farther out than before, and icy formations have formed on the back of its fins. Spikes have formed along the back of its neck, and its horn is now much larger than before. In terms of typing, I have an interesting idea. Mega Lapras should get the Ice Dragon typing. Granted, Lapras only has access to 2 offensive Dragon-type moves. I just feel that it'd be an interesting route to take. There are far too many Water-Ice Pokemon in my opinion, so a Mega Lapras with this new typing would be incredibly refreshing. For an ability, it'd be interesting to see Mega Lapras get the Refrigerate ability. Lapras has access to moves like Body Slam and Giga Impact that I think need to be more relevant and competitive. Let's move on to stats. Since Mega Lapras' new typing would have the same amount of weaknesses and add an extra resistance, Lapras' use as a special tank of sorts should stay prevalent in its Mega. HP stays the same. Attack gets a boost of 25, putting it at 110. Defense gets a boost of 20, putting it at 100. Special Attack gets a boost of 25, putting it at 110. Special Defense gets a boost of 25 as well, putting it at 120. Finally, Speed gets a small boost of 5, putting it at 65. Mega Lapras should stay slow just like its non-Mega form. With the added Refrigerate ability, I decided to give both of its offensive stats the same boosts, so that users have the option to either focus on one stat or the other, or balance them and run a mixed set. The defensive stats both got boosts to keep Mega Lapras somewhat tanky like its non-Mega. Lapras has been a big fan favorite since Gen 1, and it's really sad to see that it has such limited use in competitive. With this set, Lapras can finally move out of its tiny niche in NU and possibly even move up to UU. From Carrier of the Sea to Carrier of the Team. If you enjoyed this set, please be sure to leave a like. If you have anything to add or other ideas for this set, be sure to leave it in a comment below. If you have a Pokemon that you'd like to see featured on Mega Mondays, leave it in a comment with the hashtag MMWS or tweet it at me with the same hashtag. If you're new here, join the crew and hit subscribe. That's all for today, so until next time, this has been Speqtor, and as always, stay bueno.